Aloha, everyone.
Hello.
Like and subscribe. It's free.
Don't forget.
Hit
Thanks.
that thumbs up.
Yes, thumbs up. Get
Let
your
me
tiny
jump
thumbs
back
up.
over to comments over here. Some guy named TarotStache is here. Hi.
Trouble.
Always.
Trouble. Yep.
And Debbie Aquarius out. Aloha. Welcome.
Hello, Debbie.
And welcome to everyone coming in and everyone watching the replay. Today, we are looking at the whole idea of purchase responsibly and knowing your limits.
Yeah.
Shopping the stash.
There
Shop
you
your
go.
stash, right? Stash.
Yeah.
Or stash, you know.
Shop the stash.
Right.
You'll see these periodically throughout because, it's all good. So yeah. So you're using the stash tags, man.
I know. I knew you were coming, so I had to join in on the play.
There you go.
Welcome, Moon Scarab. Aloha.
Hello.
So yes, let me go to the banners real quick. I don't see.
Yeah, the notification did take a second to pop.
And so yes, so shop your stash. How hard was it for you to find these 5 things?
It wasn't that hard, really. What was hard was narrowing down the one that I wanted to share. So
right,
that's okay. And did you put that in the description of what the stuff?
I did. Yeah. So for those of you who are wondering, I did have some prompts. Shop the stash. There's 5 prompts. I will tell you them real quick, and then we'll go through them one by one.
Sure.
An old favorite that you don't use as much. One you've kept for a day that you finally vibe with it. Right? One you haven't even opened yet, despite owning it for over a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. One you forgot you even had in the first place.
Okay.
One you don't use but still keep for sentimental reasons. Right?
There you go.
So our first one.
Hi, Plucky Heroine.
An old favorite you don't use as much. Let me jump back over to chat so I can see it. Aloha, Plucky Heroine. Hi. Welcome. So, an old favorite you don't use as much.
So, I think the old favorite that I don't use as much is the 5-cent tarot.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I like it. I haven't used it as much. It's
that could have been in this category for me as well.
So, and again, it's a lovely deck. It's
I love this deck. Yeah.
Luscious to shuffle. The images work out very well. Things just got rotated around, so right. I have put it back into the mix.
Aloha, Jane.
Hi, Jane. So,
would you consider that a seasonal deck in some ways?
Nope. No, I don't really do seasonal decks. I haven't.
Right.
I only became aware of the concept of that a couple of years ago when I was taking a class with Sadhana from Integrative Healing with Sadhana.
Right.
And it's like, ooh, that's an interesting idea. So,
Debbie just used it this morning.
Nice.
And
nice.
Debbie also says, now I have a space to read in. It's easy for me to shop my stash and read different decks every day.
Yes. Yeah. And I've been doing daily readings, and I switch those every week, which deck I use. So,
same.
Yeah. Rick, if you're watching this, don't hate me for, not that I haven't used it very much, but I am using it. So
just not as much. Right.
Yes.
The one you don't use is the last one. It's number 5. You want to keep.
Oh yeah, that's true. Right. That's true.
So mine doesn't even have its box anymore. I have it in this lovely little box.
Oh, gee, wonder which one that is.
I wonder. Yeah, I even made a black silk bag for it.
Sure.
This was my deck for a long time. Like it was the only deck I
Oh,
used
yeah.
for a long, long time. And I forgot. It's super wrapped. It was back in the day when I was all into that whole like you had to be gifted the deck. You had to be sure it was wrapped in black silk and like you can't let anyone touch your deck. And
Hi, Ren. Ren is work lurking.
Hi, Ren. Welcome. So, I mean, I don't think I have to show this off that much because everyone's seen this deck.
Oh, yeah.
But
it's a good deck.
While I was looking for this, I love how we're playing the same stuff. So while I was looking for this deck, I forgot I ended up getting a second copy of the deck. Which I might continue putting this, wrapped up. Now I'm going to have to wrap it again. That's going to take a minute. Put it inside. But I ended up getting another version in Ace. I got one of these. You order a bunch of decks in a batch on eBay kind of thing. And so I got this one, which is very interesting because I personally would never have trimmed the deck. They did. It's a trimmed version.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Huh.
Yeah. So I'm kind of thinking about pulling this trimmed version and just playing with it.
Yeah, that's
getting
not
back
bad.
into the deck that way. So,
yeah, that's interesting,
especially because
the names of the cards are in the image itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Empress, you'd lose a little bit of this stuff right here, but that's okay.
Get the gist of it. I mean, you lose a little bit of the ribbon at the bottom, but still get the number.
That's cool.
Aloha, Deanne. Welcome.
Hi, Deanne. Oh, this is one that's actually was in my favorites that I don't use as much. I just used it recently. I used it last week when I was on with Astrological Tarot, Michelle Marie, and Tanis from Twillo Lifestyle. And because it was familiar and it needed to come out. So,
oh yeah, I mean, like I said, for 7-8 years, it was the only deck I touched.
Yeah. Well, and because I am an overachiever, one of the other ones that I had is the Paradoxical Deviant Moon Paradoxical.
Okay.
And so this is the one that I'm actually using this week for my readings. So don't worry, I'm not going to do this for everyone.
That's okay. I have 2 for number 4 myself. So
hi, Pamela Batchelor.
Welcome, Pamela.
And I really like the I really appreciate the size. I like the tall and narrow. And I have a full disclosure. I ended up getting a counterfeit deck of a Deviant Moon, and I've not liked that. And so I ordered another copy of the Deviant Moon, the original, so that I can do what I wanted with it. So, and then that way I can burn the other one and send back all, do a bit of magic, because I'm not a fan of people using,
right. I don't, I'm not a fan of
counterfeit decks. So,
Pamela says, I'm still mesmerized by the Shining Tribe this month. I've had it in a drawer forever. Well, that's an old favorite that you don't use so much right now. Pull it out. Start using it more.
I don't have the Shining Tribe. It's not one that I was drawn to, the Rachel Pollack deck. So
I looked. It's flying off the shelves. It's gonna disappear.
Of course it
quick.
is. Of course it is. Pamela, how are you? How are you enjoying it? Plucky said, I haven't learned tarot yet, so tarot adjacent. However, I'm applying the question to my Oracle and Lenormand decks. Very helpful. Oh, good.
Cool. Yeah, well, it's a hashtag. I'd love to see your VR.
Yeah. Hey, Tammy Pie.
Aloha.
So yeah, I'm
We
using
are.
the Deviant Moon this week for my readings.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, since I have this cut down version, I was thinking about playing with it.
That's curious. I do have a backup copy of the Robin Wood Tarot, and I have a copy of, because I love the Robin Wood Tarot, and I also love the Wizard's Tarot, the Corinne Kenner, not that
Yes, I
new
love that.
bad
Yeah.
the Corinne Kenner one. I love that one. And I have a backup copy of that. I may have purchased a copy of it in Spanish, or I bought a copy of the Robin Wood in Spanish. That's maybe what it
Oh,
is.
okay, cool.
But
Welcome, Patricia Trivey.
hello.
Aloha.
Jamie's not
Tammy,
watching,
how's
so
it? How's it?
I'll wave. Sorry. It's the poetry in it that's very familiar to the poem. She had some horses by the Shining Tribe is sheer poetry.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. Each card has I think Rachel wrote a poem for each card. Is that right?
very
I'm
nice.
remembering right.
Very nice.
Oh, trash truck.
Don't talk about me that way. I'm not talking trash about anybody.
No, there's just a trash truck
Yeah.
right outside.
There you go. Yeah, that's right, because the trash usually shows up.
Yeah, Tuesday. Mhm.
So, yep.
So I'm going to mute myself for a minute while you talk about one you've kept for a day that you finally vibe with.
Oh, okay. So this is my number 2, and I'm going to say that Tammy Pie had the Aquarian in Spanish. Okay. I have the Aquarian, and Pamela said, in fact, Rachel Pollack cites Joy Harjo in the book. That's lovely, and I think one of the things that's really nice, what I certainly appreciate is that when creators give credit for their inspiration, because when Jamie and I talked to Eric Maley in their book about the Ink Witch Tarot, they give reference to all of the inspiration. So, okay. So I am expecting Jonathan might have a reaction to this one. One that I've kept for a day. I finally vibe with it.
Yep. Oh, okay. Is that the
I have 2 copies of it.
Edition?
Yeah, I have the first edition and the second edition, and I can't tell which is which.
The darker one's the first edition.
So this is the first one.
When you open the deck and you look at the cards, the first edition, the cards came out way too dark. That's why they came out with the second edition to lighten.
I think this is the first edition because it's signed.
Yeah.
So,
and also the second edition, it's not just uniform color. There's another color on the edges leading up.
So, and I know you are, and in fact, the second edition of this it's still in order.
Mm-hmm.
Second edition is a lot better, and I have an idea for something to do with the second or the first edition, but I don't know if I want to do that. So,
Pamela has a question for me here.
Okay. Jonathan,
need a recommendation for the best must-have dragon deck when I can only have one.
Oh, good Lord. There you go.
If you want really amazing iconic style art, I would go for Trove the Dragons by Llewellyn. Now, last year I want to say, not that long ago. It's the one that Betsy and I were gushing over because I had.
Yeah.
That would be the one I would say. It's the Llewellyn Trove the Dragons. The artwork is just breathtaking.
Okay, so, and I love Tammy Pie said, "Ugh, the dragon struggle is real." Yeah,
it's true. I have so many dragon decks. Like, how would I?
And I know a couple
numbers.
I know a couple of people who are watching like this deck. I hadn't connected with it, so I'm hoping. Yes, I like the colors in the second edition a lot better. I don't know how the rest of you feel, comment
Second edition was
below.
better for sure.
But and I have an idea for what I'm going to do with the first edition if I can get over the fact that it's a first edition and I may be manipulating it a bit. So
I actually got their Super Lunar Spark edition, which is the deck on linen cardstock. It doesn't have the blingy sides, and they changed out the Empress and Emperor.
Yeah. At this point, be controversial, know your limits, purchase responsibly, people. I'm not vibing with it, and I've kept it. I know you've liked it. I know multiple people like it. I think I got the second edition because of you. So, because you told me that it was available and that the colors were
and
different. So
the coloration is just so much better. Like you can actually see details, and it's not like this dark fogginess.
So, anyhow,
no.
I'll stop talking about it. So
Pamela says she had the linen one and gave it away because it was blurry to her eyes.
Okay. Okay. Hey, by the way,
Pamela says that she only likes Asian dragons. Oh, okay. Well, that changes things.
You may have to do a video on it. You may have to have Pamela on with you and take her through your
that's
dragon
a good
deck.
idea.
And by the way, if Pamela shows up on your channel before she shows up on Jane's and mine, I will still love Pamela, period. She can't do much to annoy me. So
my goodness.
I'm teasing, Pamela. I'm teasing.
I forgot my fan. I would slap it right now.
And you. Pamela, was it you who told me to stop using the A word, adult? I'll act like an adult if you make your own choice. There you go. Yeah. And Jane the Seeker's like, amen. See, and I think Jane, I think we need to figure out, Jane, we could have Pamela read with us on Tuesday. We could do readings with her.
With Tuesday with TarotStache? Yeah.
No, it wouldn't be Tuesdays with TarotStache with a side of Pamela. That would be fun. I'd even make a new intro for that one. So you heard it here first. Anyhow, okay. So what's one that you kept for a day that you finally vibe with it? See, I'm curious about this one.
Tarot of the Spirit.
Oh.
Pamela and Joyce Eakins. I even went out and got the book for it.
Okay.
And I love it. I mean, I have used it a couple times, but it's just, I feel like I would need to really have spent years studying the Kabbalah to really get the most out of this deck.
Yeah. Well, and I have to say, Jonathan, that one is one on my list of decks to do a deep study guide, because I have a couple of the books. I have the one that you showed, and it was from a friend of mine, a good friend of mine. So
one thing I do appreciate about the edition I have, it's still in order. I thought I had used it, but apparently not.
Yeah.
The one thing I do like about this is that it comes with a transparent
interesting.
Of life, because every painting in the deck was based on Kabbalah. So each one, you line it up.
Oh, nice.
See exactly.
Yeah.
So,
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I really wanted to go for a deep dive in this, but I feel like I don't know. I just keep getting this impression I should know the Kabbalah better before I try and do a deep dive.
Okay, now, Jonathan, this is for inspirational and educational purposes only. When you do a deep dive about something, then you learn about it. You don't have to know it before you start it.
Thank you for that reminder.
I mean, come on. Did you know all of the things about the, before you started doing your deep dive of the Spirit Keepers? Did you know all of that stuff?
No.
That's why we do it. That's why we deep dive.
Yep.
So.
Ooh, Tammy Pie has something for Pamela. The Eastern Ink Tarot. It's not all dragons, but it has good dragons. Oh, interesting. I've never heard of that one. Eastern Ink.
I'm viewing, and I thank people for hitting the like button.
Yes, thank
So
you.
that's a big help. Thank you.
Purchase responsibly. No, you're
Oh gosh.
fine. Okay, let's see.
See, now this is where I want I want somebody to tell us in chat what's one they've kept for the day they vibe with it, because,
Yes, yes. What I would
I'm
love to hear what other
curious.
people have kept for the one like you put on the shelf. You really want to work with it, but you're waiting till you can vibe with it.
I have another one that I have, but this is I felt like when you sent this out that it was, these are for decks that you've had more than a year
Yeah,
initially. So this one has to wait until the next time we do it because it's not been a year since I've
honorable
done it.
mention then.
Well, do you want me to tell you?
Sure, I'd love to hear.
Are you sure?
Okay.
It's sitting here, and I'm looking around.
Ah.
Cosmic Visions Tarot.
Mhm.
It's like I like it, and it's just not time for me to use it. I don't know why.
Right.
So, oh, Tammy Pie's had the Marielle for years, for a year before I even opened it. Same thing as me. And Chris, you haven't opened yours yet. Well, and Chris, Elemental Cartomancy has done the Marielle study group, which is on my list of things to look at.
2.5 years, I think, with something like that.
Oh, it's been incredible. So, but I got this one, hashtag I blame Jonathan. Jonathan made me do it because you alerted me when they were having a big sale.
Oh, mhm.
So, all right, I'm putting this back. Okay.
No. So my handsome husband went and got me my fan.
Oh, isn't that nice? You should. Did I hear a kid?
No, you heard an eye roll.
You heard an eye roll. Oh, an eye roll that went so far back he fell over and fell onto the ground.
No, he just does his eye rolls.
Yeah, Tammy Pie said it's a great series, and I think this is one of the things. I haven't watched it because he was so kind and he gave us his time to do the Zoom call and this with the study, and then he recorded it, so it was really great. So,
Jane, I open every deck the minute I get it. I don't have that many decks.
good for you, Miss Jane.
As the peacock goes off next.
As a peacock goes off. A what? A pea what?
A peacock.
Was that a peacock or a peahen?
There's been a peacock just hanging like on the other side of the fence for a few days, so it could be either one.
I don't know if they both make. I'm not an animal person
They
or
pretty
an
much make the same
aviary.
noises.
They make the same noises. Okay.
But Jane brings up a perfect segue into number 3.
Uh
One
oh.
I haven't opened yet, despite owning it for over a year.
Okay. You're making me go first. Okay.
I can go first.
No. I'd rather be mad. I'm the guest.
Okay.
Mine is the Somnia.
Oh.
And I had my eye on this for a long time. I know they have a Somnia. They had a Kickstarter for an illustrated version of the Somnia Tarot. And I did buy the book with this as well. And here's the back. And what is it just fascinates me. It fascinates me. And some of these images may not be comfortable. And it's one that it deserves. And I want to do a deep dive with it. Because there's several people who watch the channel were talking about it. The art itself fascinates me. Do you have the Somnia Tarot, and how do you use it? Some people
I don't have it.
You don't have it? Okay. Some people have it and they use it for shadow work or difficult
I
work.
can see that.
And I think it's Heather from Three Girls One Deck. She had mentioned that she would love to be able to do a deck casual with me on that. So,
That is definitely
yeah,
a very deep deck, isn't it?
yeah, it is. And so I am, part of me is fascinated by the process of making the images and the,
Aloha, Viviani.
hey, Viviani. So, and there's the back. It does come with a small guidebook, but it came with a hardback book as well.
Hardback as well.
So you purchase responsibly, know your limits. So
Debbie says that she opened hers right away. Sometimes if I really wanted the deck, I'll wait until I can sit and look at every card. Usually only a day or
yeah.
so.
Yeah. April from Tarot and Witchery and Natural Witchery had a
Mhm.
video that she put on her channel about how she encourages people to get to know a deck.
Okay.
And I think it's very fascinating. Hint, don't read the book
Right.
first. And then Richie did that nice thing when he was was it the Enchanted Forest Tarot, where he was opening and he filmed himself opening it, because it's the first time you're ever going to see the images. So
Right.
it's like a sacred moment. Is really pretty. Sorry, I'll get off my soapbox.
Oh no, no. I mean, that is one of the reasons why I got into like deck unboxings, but then I don't know, felt too much pressure and kind of pushed it aside. But yeah, no, I mean, I love deck
That works.
unboxings for that same reason, because of that. Right? So one I haven't opened yet, despite owning it for over a year. Well, there's a little backstory to this. I don't know if anyone else out there has this book, Love is in the Earth, Kaleidoscope of Crystals by Melody. This was one of my very first crystal books back in 2004, I want to say. And I did not know that they had come out with Love is in the Earth Crystal Tarot.
Very nice.
For the Millennium.
Very nice.
I haven't opened it. I've had it for quite a while. I mean, the box is open, but and it comes with a. Let me get this.
Hey, at least you haven't done the hashtag 25-month mystery box like I did. You know, having something that I got that I didn't even open the dang box for. So that's okay.
Yeah, it comes with a nice hardback.
Oh, that's good.
So, but one of the things that I kind of, I don't know, I haven't even opened it comes with all the like paperwork still. Like apparently you could get Millennium Oil when it came out.
Oh wow! Now, did you buy that new, or did you buy it like off of eBay or something?
It was an eBay buy.
Okay.
But yeah, so these are as you can tell, it's still in plastic wrap, and it's there's two of them.
Oh, so they look larger than.
They're huge. Yeah, like this is my hands.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, put them up next to my tiny hand. We'll see how big they are. You know, they're huge. Look how big those are.
Here is a regular flash card.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. But that's good. I mean, you know, sometimes that's great to be able to see the images. So
the backs are very interesting. This is the backs of the deck.
Oh,
definitely
interesting.
Not reversible.
Okay.
Yeah, so and it starts with the Emperor, which is interesting. One of the reasons why I don't think I ever opened it was because it was a little bit of a collector's item. I don't know. There's not that many of these decks out there, and also it's, as far as I know, it's Thoth based.
Okay.
So I wanted to like dive deep into like regular Thoth before I try to like dive into something that's even more. Yeah, but Melody is like, she was the person you talked to about crystals for the longest time.
Yeah.
The one thing I did not like about her book, no pictures at all.
No. Yeah.
So,
And you referenced that book, Jonathan, when you came on my channel and we did Laugh and Learn about crystals.
yes.
So, yeah.
It's that peacock again. No, me. You don't need to wrestle with your brother.
So I put into the chat. I'd love to know what people would put forward in this category. But everybody seems to open the decks, but you know.
Yeah, I almost opened it, but I'm like, nah. Oh, hello. Peacock decided to come visit. He is sitting on my fence, staring at me now.
It's like Jonathan staring at me, giving me that eye. So, yeah.
Okay. So our fourth category is one you forgot you even had in the first place.
Okay. So this one may not be appropriate because it may have been more than a year, but the Tarot de Saint Croix. And I bought this. I forgot. Well, you know, I can't say that I forget that I mean, you know, if I were to forget, I would have purchased, you know, multiple copies of it. And I've only done that once. Oh, sounds like Hawaii.
That bird sounds like a cat. No, there's my dog being weird. Hey, Mimi, shush. You see it, you need a saddle. You need a saddle.
And I got this one because Beth, Aspasia Rising, was saying, you know, Lisa would be a great person to do a deck casual with and to talk to her about it. And so here are the backs. And so I bought like 3, you know, I purchased responsibly. I knew my limits. And I bought her Lenormand, the Tarot de Saint Croix, and the round one.
Oh, that's the... Which one is that?
And I have forgotten what that one is. But, I mean, do you have this one? Because recently, Kristen Louise, I don't know if she's lurking, but she was talking about that this feels like a summer deck to her because of the colors. And I can absolutely see that. And, you know, while I say forgot that I had it in the first place, I haven't pulled it out. I've gotten it. I got it probably a couple of years ago. I'm still glad that I got it because I actually like the size and I like the finish of it. I mean, come on, look at that.
I love that.
Isn't that beautiful?
She was one of my first interviews, actually.
Oh, nice. So, so that's that one. Comes with a little book. It was fast shipping and all that stuff, and you know the book actually has the color images. So,
yes.
Okay, I have another one. If you want to go next.
Okay. Yeah, I've got 2 for this myself. So. The first one here is a Kickstarter called the Black Ritual Tarot.
Oh, okay. Black Ritual Tarot.
It's a tough box.
Can't love it for that, but
no, but it works. There's no real little book. There's just like this little pamphlet. And I have obviously used it because it's not in order. It's a linen cardstock, black and white, very RWS. Look, Jamie, snail.
Ooh, there's a snail.
Yeah, so it is very RWS, black and white, but there's a few little cards here and there. They definitely made it their own thing, like that magician card. Let's see. The 2 of Pentacles wearing that same kind of really long hat.
What kind of hat is that?
No idea.
Are they making up for something?
Maybe.
Oh, Debbie Aquarius Al said, I always forget I have the Everyday Witch Mini.
Oh.
Okay. And Tammy Pie said the only deck I have of hers is the Sacred Union Oracle. That must
I
be
think that's the
recent.
round. Is that the round
Yes,
one?
you're right. I think that's right. Yeah. Okay. So who's that one by again?
There's no name on here.
It's the black what? It's the
It's the Black Ritual Tarot,
okay.
printed in the People's Republic of China. It was a Kickstarter.
Okay.
I can probably try and jump on Kickstarter to try and find it, but
Don't worry
no,
about it.
there's no name, nothing.
It's hidden. You don't know.
And it's basically a black and white art of the U.S.
Okay.
I mean, there's definitely some subtle little changes. Like there's the Emperor.
It's in black and white. Okay.
For a while, I was using it quite a bit. But...
Okay, so you've used it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Well, I must have because it's not in order. It got tucked away when something new came, and then I forgot about it.
Yeah, isn't that a struggle? The struggle is real, people. Something new comes in, but that's why I'm consciously now trying to rotate stuff in and out. So,
right.
But
no, Diamond it's not the round one. It's that arched one, the one that's like squared on the bottom, but then rounded on the top.
And I don't have that one. Anyhow,
I think that's her fourth deck.
Okay, so here's the one that I forgot about. It's the location.
Oh,
the tarot or the Spirit of Place. This was a Kickstarter by Destiny. October 2021. Oh yeah, that still counts. And so I have copy number 28, but and it is signed, so I appreciate it. And this is for, so here's the back. Does anybody else have this? And if you do, I want to know how you use it, because this is the one where let's see if I can get
where it's like,
it's the one where it's
clear image is on top of the clear.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it.
You're not going to be able to see it, but the Fool is there.
Yeah, the Fool is there. Oh, shoot. Oh, sorry. You can't actually see it. This is really, really hard. And you've got to just
you can see it with the naked eye. It's just the camera can't pick it up.
Yeah, the camera can't pick it up. So, oh, well.
No, not seeing it.
So anyhow,
I've seen it. So
yeah, all of the, I'm fascinated by it. It's just, I forgot that I had it. And so it's, the place is really great. Oh, you can sort of see it there.
Oh, I can see her. Yeah.
Sort of see it there. And it's a fascinating concept. It's so, but this is one that I could see using if I were to do some magical writing, channeled writings, take me to a particular place. And so, but okay, I'll stop showing that because it's not very helpful. So,
well, you get the premise of it.
Yeah. That's also why I have never done a flip through of it on my channel.
Right.
So,
the camera
and that
just
was
pick it up.
Location, the Spirit of Place. So, Destiny.
Is that one sold out now?
I have no idea. Purchase responsibly. Know your limits, people.
Yeah, seriously.
It was a Kickstarter, and I don't believe it was cheap. So
none of their Kickstarters on there.
So, anyhow, what was the other one you have?
The other one that I forgot I even had in the first place is actually John Matthews' deck. It came out in 2021. I was just looking. It is the Goblin Market Tarot. I'm trying to find a printer.
The Goblin Market. Oh, hi, Tony.
Watkins Publishing.
Oh, Watkins. Okay. Oh, look. Hi, Candy, Soul and Soil.
Hi, Candy and Tony.
So, okay. So it was a Watkins publish. Yeah, Watkins. That'd be a great place to visit.
Comes with a thick little book.
Nice.
So this deck is based on the poem "The Goblin Market" by, I'm totally blanking. Who you bring for it? Christina Rossetti is the author of the poem. And it's just, I don't know, it's a very interesting deck.
Uh-huh.
These are the backs.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's a really
It's a thick deck.
thick deck. And the cards are pretty wide, but then the artwork's really small.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate the format of it. That's kind of fun, actually. Ooh, Jonathan, I wonder what that would look like with what that one would look like with the Emily Carding Transparent Tarot or Oracle on it.
Oh, yeah, I could see either one of those working.
Yeah. I was thinking of the Oracle because it's round. Interesting.
And so the tower is a fallen tree.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. The one who stayed behind. Oh, there's extra cards, right? There's the one who went to fairy and then the one who stayed behind.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, people are Candy has necklace envy all around on all sides. Yeah. Jonathan had that necklace on, and I went upstairs and got this one that I bought from a Turkish shop recently.
This is rose quartz.
Rose quartz.
So they changed the names, and then I don't know if you noticed, but in the majors they had all 4 fruits, and then here, so platters are the pears, which again, it's one of those like probably gonna need a deep dive. It's pretty hippish. It just shows
Candy said, or the round circle of life tarot could work with that. Or the mother piece.
Mother piece would work. I have the circle of life, so that would work. I wish I would play with my transparent tarot and oracle more, says Pamela. Yep.
Go ahead.
Tammy Pie wants to know if I've found any decent Hawaiian decks. Not really. The closest would be an oracle that just happens to be sitting next to me for some reason. I don't know why, but Whispers of Aloha.
Okay.
That's a good oracle if you want some good Hawaiiana vibes. Also, those like little tiny decks that are like inspirational sayings, whatever. There's one called Let Go, where all the images on the backs are different and they're very Hawaiiana, like women in the ocean and sea breezes and that kind of stuff. And that one's pretty Hawaiiana. I found a Hawaiian deck by a woman named Hazel Moon or something like that, and it's very weird. Like, I don't like it as a deck, and the people who made it were not Hawaiian, so there's no real connection to Hawaii. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Yeah, so it's platters.
Pamela, as you're thinking about the transparent tarot and oracle, definitely keep it out and have the book around, because that's actually a big help. And
it really
and enter it with a playful spirit.
Rounds.
Okay.
Apples. And we have cups or strawberries.
Okay.
Deck is thick. Okay. And then wands look like blackberries.
Blackberries, okay.
It's an interesting little deck. I really like. I haven't played with it at all. It just was kind of like, what do I do with this?
Yeah. I have to put this on because of something Candy said. Thanks, Candy.
You are, you definitely have the playful spirit. That's for sure.
Well, you know, thank you. And that's actually really important. The playful spirit is, you know, my high priestess actually said at one point, you can do all the planning in the world, but spontaneity is an important part of magic. So if you
Exactly.
embrace that spontaneity, it works beautifully. So, but yeah.
He says candy.
So has anybody else told us what they forgot in the first place? Tony's obviously watching that. Marielle and Cosmic Visions are on my shelves, waiting for their time too, Gerald. I started the Marielle study groups. Cool. And oh, and Tony also got the Tarot of the Spirit and also has the ginormous book.
Yes. Yeah,
So
I have. It's books 1, 2, and 3 in one.
yeah,
Big
it's awesome.
film. It's in black and white instead of the color, but that's okay. I got the color right here.
Yeah. Okay, and can you highlight what Pamela said? Because I'm gonna be funny. And yes, Pamela, you can talk about it when you're on with Jane and me for your first live. How's that working for you? I'm working it, Jane. I'm working it.
That's all we can do, right?
There you go. So thanks everybody for joining.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Like and subscribe. It's free. Our final category is one you don't use but still keep for sentimental reasons.
Oh, I have to be Candy, she's not doing a live. We're encouraging her to. And Pamela asked a great question earlier about dragon decks. And I was like going, maybe we should get you know, Pamela to come on for a live. And I'm like, and if Pamela shows up on your channel, Jonathan, before she shows up on Jane the Seekers, oh, you know, it'll be awful. It'll be awful. You know, maybe if I say I will never, there may be a day. Well, you know, Pamela's like going, don't do it. So it's all good. It's all in good humor. So long as you keep showing up, Pamela, you add a lot to the chat, and I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for being here, Pamela.
Yes.
So our number 5 category.
Okay, I have
one
2
you
for
don't
this.
use, but still keep for sentimental reasons.
Yes.
I have
Okay, this may be controversial. If it's controversial, let me know. Here's the back. It's the original Rider-Waite tarot. And I am, by my own admission, I'm not a Pamela Coleman Smith RWS. Oh, why is that upside down? This is I'm not one of those. This isn't a deck that I go to. Probably my most RWS clone is the Robin Wood, and but I won't get rid of this because it came in a box. I found it used at a bookstore, and my friend's father, Trixie's dad, Paul, makes these wooden boxes. And I bought a wooden box like this, and he had said, oh, his friend said, I want you to make me a wooden box for my tarot deck. And so I bought one, and then I saw that, and I didn't buy it for the deck. I bought it for the box because I have the other box for this. And so it holds my transparent tarot in it. Okay. And it is a really nice box. So
it's a really nice box. Yeah.
So, but you know, it just makes me happy knowing that I have both of the first ones that he made. So
Jane says that hers is the Hanson Roberts deck.
Nice.
That's interesting because that's one that I still have my 1986 or was it 88?
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So,
yeah, that's what she said.
The one that I don't use but still keep for sentimental reasons is Modern Love Tarot.
Oh.
I won't go into the reasons why I won't use this deck, but the reason I hold on to it is because it was a gift from a good friend. It was a birthday gift, I believe. Birthday gift. And seeing the deck reminds me of my friend. I can't use the deck because of whatever, and so I keep. I mean, it's been in my purgatory box in and out a few times because I don't really want to hold on to it, but at the same time, I don't want to give it away because it's a gift.
Yeah. You know, you're putting it on ice until some of that the drama around it dissipates.
Exactly.
Perhaps. Yeah. So
I mean, it is a pretty deck. These are the backs. Very blingy.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I was using it quite a bit. You can see the chipping.
I see that.
Yeah, when I first got it, I loved the deck. I kept using it, using it. But
yeah. And that is Ethany wrote the big book for that, and so the book is
a big book. That's worth saving by itself. It's just like this is a huge book.
That's cool. Oh,
go ahead.
I was going to comment on something I see in chat.
Oh, okay. I was going to say it's really good because the book also, I like the book because it helps you with readings, love readings specifically. General love reading, single and loving it, ready for love and dating, committed relationship, struggling relationship, the end.
Yeah.
So each card has like a write up for like what position you are in your relationship. Like
nice.
Beginning all the way to the end.
Yeah.
So.
Debbie Aquarius Owl said, I have the Spirit Song. I love the artwork, but I find I never use it. I bought it because of the elephant on the box. Elephants remind me of my mom. We always said hello, mom, when we always say hello, mom, when we see elephants. Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Ethany does do great books filled with prompts and thoughts. I think that's wonderful. So
yeah, and I've gotten to interview her several times.
Yeah,
I interviewed her about this deck.
This is the other one that I don't use, but I keep for sentimental reasons. Does anybody know which deck this is? This was given to me by somebody who I used to work with, and she got it for me, and was glad that I didn't have it. So and this is the Modern Witch. So and so the Kitty Witchlings, no, it's not that one, Tony. So I shuffled it a few times, and yeah,
I do remember that one being kind of a hard shuffle.
Oh, wait a minute, we're on your channel. Yes, it is a hard shuffle.
But
it's
what are you gonna say? Yeah, I just remember it feeling sharp when I was shuffling, like the edges felt sharp in my fingers.
Oh, Peter J. Watts.
Aloha, Peter J. Watts.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, Jane the Seeker says I have the Modern Goddess. Okay. And so at this point, I won't get rid of it because the person bought it specifically thinking of me, and that makes me feel good. And I appreciate that. And I feel like the artist may be from where I live. So, but anyhow, purchase responsibly, know your limits.
Purchase responsibly, know your limits.
And here, let me put this down, and Oh, oops.
Yeah, that was before they learned to do that little flap on the bottom. Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I stopped reaching for it, because every time I'd reach for it, it'd slip right out the bottom.
Yeah. So that's okay. But, you know, I like that. You are a badass being full of life. Boom.
Life, love, and possibilities.
But I mean, how cute a hardcover, a hardback small book.
Right. Well, and I love their second Ten of Swords in that deck. Everything's fine.
Oh, yeah. So, anyhow, there's that.
Thank
Jonathan,
you, Gerald.
we made it in an hour. Can you believe it?
We did it. Woohoo. Okay, let me get rid of.
And that's just enough time to remind people to like and subscribe because it's free. Jamie's not here, so I can use the tiny hands. Ring the bell.
He's gonna watch back, you know.
Well, I'll warn her.
Oh
she
my
can
God.
speed up through those.
The comments just disappeared completely. Oh, they're there.
I agree, Tony. I would love to do a series on Tarot of the Spirit, but to be honest with you,
this needs a deep dive for sure.
Yeah, it does need a deep dive, and it is one of those things. I don't know. I don't know how I would do it because it's so intense.
Right.
So
I think that's why I've just been holding on to it, waiting for that time I vibe with it. Because it's like, it's not that I don't vibe with it. It's just like, I'm really ready to go that deep.
Yeah. Oh, I have been, this says, I have this wrong. Sorry. There you go. It's shop your stash or shop your stash.
Shop your
stash.
Right.
Totally doing
shop
the tag.
Stash. First responsibility.
There you go.
I love to see some VR for this because, we're always talking about how we are always like buying new decks, but why not turn to the ones we already got? Right? Let's start playing with those again.
Well, and I think it's a real thing that sometimes I know I can only speak for myself. Sometimes I want the thrill of buying and acquiring a new deck.
Right.
And instead, it's one of those things that I just go through and rearrange my deck and explore what I have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot of fun. So this was enjoyable. So
thank you.
Yeah. And so
what do you have coming up?
Later today, Kelly from A Truth and Story is coming on my channel for Nellie's deck conversation. I'm very excited about this.
I'm excited about that one too.
I am very, very excited. Jamie, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path will be there. Wandering Mountain Bardic Bath will be there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Tony dares me, Tammy Pie double dares me, and it's like Tammy Pie likes it. Maybe she can guest star.
Oh,
there you go.
So, and Tony says, just read with it. I used it on a Terra Normal spread. It was fab.
Yes.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. Well, and on Friday, Richie is celebrating his birthday, so everybody should definitely head over there.
Happy birthday, Richie.
Yep. And then next Monday, I have Tarot the Stash Way. And Thomas from Tarot Your Way and I are talking about reversals.
Okay. Always a good subject.
Yes. And since everybody's going to be here, I'll wait to tell you what I'm doing next Tuesday during this time, but you should be there. Listen to me. You should be there.
You should be there.
Yeah. And that's definitely a purchase responsibly. Know your own limits.
Right.
But,
Speaking of
there you go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Anyhow.
This time next Tuesday, I will be chit-chatting with Sasha Graham about the Tarot of the Witch's Garden. So,
ooh.
I always like chatting with Sasha. It's like I could talk with her for hours.
She's so much fun.
Awesome. She is. So thank you everyone for being here. Hopefully I will see you over on TarotStache in just under an hour. And
yep.
Yeah. So thank you everyone.
Bye.
Aloha. And a